Hey Run Junkies, welcome to Runners Without Limits TV, and I'm back with 5 more moves to add into your strength routine. This time we are focusing on the core, but not just body weight work, because today we are adding weight to the core work. In order to run strong, we need good core strength. A strong core keeps our form upright, keeping our arms and legs freely mobile to push forward. Adding weight to your core workout will help you do a couple of things. You will find you have more power and faster paces, as well as strengthen your skeletal frame with more muscle. Also, that solid core will help us with our running efficiency. The following circuit is all about stability. Because some of these moves work one side or the other, we want to keep our torso locked in and resist the urge to twist during the movement. The biggest advantage to adding in these moves is that it will reduce your risk of injury. This workout can be done up to 3 days a week in circuit, meaning you do 1 set of reps for 1 exercise, then rest 30 seconds, then move on to the next exercise, and so on. Once you've made it through the circuit once, start back at the top. 2 to 4 sets ought to do it, but if you're new to strength training or struggle with form on any of these exercises, you'll see a non-weighted option as well. So let's get to it. First up is the plank pull through. Starting in a plank position from your hands and toes, make sure your shoulders are over your wrists and your feet are wider than hip width. Place a dumbbell behind the right wrist slightly outside of your body position. Then with your left hand, reach across and under and drag the dumbbell to the left. Put your left hand back down in plank position and repeat this move on the right side for 1 repetition. Do 8 to 10 reps per side. You can do this move in 3 different positions: in a standard tabletop position, in a bear crawl with your knees off the ground position, or in a full plank wide stance position. Next up is the Pullover Double Crunch. Lying on your back, bend your knees with your heels on the floor. With 1 dumbbell over your head near the floor, arms close to your ears, pull the dumbbell up, simultaneously lifting your knees into a crunch. Then lower both feet and hands back to the start position for 1 rep. Repeat for 12 to 15 reps. This move can be done in a variety of ways. You can either isolate the upper body, isolate the lower body, or do both. Next, the Renegade Row. Starting in a plank position from your hands and toes, hands positioned under your shoulders and on dumbbells, and then your feet wider than hip width apart. Pull the left elbow up, keeping it close to the torso, then slowly lower back down. Repeat on the other side for 1 rep. Do 8 to 10 reps per side. You can modify this move by keeping your knees on the ground. Half kneeling chop. Start with 1 knee on the ground and 1 at 90 degrees. Hold 1 dumbbell in both hands at your left hip. Lift up across your body to finish over the right shoulder, then lower back to starting position. Do 8 to 10 reps on one side, then switch sides. Side plank hip dip. Start in a side plank position on your right side with your right forearm on the ground, elbow under your shoulder, forming a straight line from your head all the way down to your feet. Hold a dumbbell in your left hand and raise your left arm up toward the ceiling. Slowly lower your hips down to the ground, then lift to return to the starting position. Complete 12 to 15 reps, then switch sides. You can modify this move by placing 1 knee on the ground or by leaving the weight out of it. And those are the 5 core moves with weight, but remember, you can always modify based on your comfort level or movement restrictions. But what do you think? Are there any core moves you use to help you run strong? I'd love to hear about them, so please leave thoughts, questions, comments, and suggestions in the comment section down below. Please like, subscribe, and share. We'll see you on the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, remember, you have no limits. Happy running.